Welcome back to the channel. It's KDS Reviews. Today we're going to do a different type of genre, and that's science fiction. Let's start off with the Christopher Nolan classic, Interstellar, starring Matthew McConaughey. This is a story of the Earth is really just falling all apart, and they need a new home for Earth to move, and they send him out deep into space to find a new home for Earth near a black hole. The movie has a lot of time travel in it too. This movie is great on the big screen, great with the Dolby Atmos right here. Excellent movie. This movie actually was inspired by the 1930s Dust Bowl. That's Interstellar, directed by Christopher Nolan. And we're going to do a special about Christopher Nolan later on this year. Up next, the George Miller classic. That's Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, starring Mel Gibson and Tina Turner. Great soundtrack. Great acting in this one also. This is the last one with Mel Gibson playing Mad Max. He's banished into the Australian outback, and he follows this group of gang all the way to Border Town, and that's where the story kind of picks up here. Very good movie. At one time, this was the most expensive movie in Australian film history. That's Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Up next, we got a TV one. Kind of corny, but hey, I had to pick it up anyway. Buck Rogers, the complete version, the complete series, starring Gil Gerard. You know, he was at our local convention, Pensacon. This movie had this TV show. I didn't know about it, but just doing research on this TV show, they had a lot of problems with him. He really didn't like the show. He thought he was portraying Buck as goofy in character, and he was just wisecracking all the way through the film. I mean, all the way through the series. And even in the second season, he still had problems with it. That was part of the reason why this show was eventually canceled. That and low ratings. That's Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, starred Gil Gerard. Up next, we got Battlestar Galactica. Dirk Benedict, Richard Hatch. This is actually the movie. It was actually a movie. It was released as a movie overseas, but it was a TV movie here. A lot of good special effects in here. This movie right here, this show actually got in a controversy with George Lucas because some of the same people who did the special effects on Star Wars did it on here. He felt this Battlestar Galactica was too close to what Star Wars was. And actually, Rick Springfield is in the very first episode. That's Battlestar Galactica. The real one, not that remade one. Another one, Cillian Murphy. You know Cillian Murphy, who played Oppenheimer. 28 days later, his character wakes up from a coma to realize that there's been a virus accidentally released and has turned everyone into zombies. This movie was inspired by the video game Resident Evil. It's pretty good. They're going to make a sequel to this, a threequel to this later on this year. You might want to give it a rewatch. That's 28 days later. Kind of scary, not really that scary, but kind of a scary movie. Got two classics here at the end. Really good classics. Really hard to find. Be surprised that I even found them. That's Yul Brynner, Richard Benjamin, James Brolin, Westworld. The real Westworld, not that HBO show. It's a story where you can go to this playground, this park, and live out all of your fantasies. You want to be a Western like him? A gunfighter? You know, a Roman soldier lives it out. And these robots are they're supposed to interact with you. They're not real. The bullets are not real. But something goes haywire. And Yul Brynner does an excellent portrayal of this robot that's out of control. That's Westworld. Very good movie. Very hard to find. And another one, Wild Wild West, starring Robert Conrad and Ross Martin. He's basically James Bond on a horse. He's not really on a horse, though. They play a Secret Service agent, protect U.S. President Grant. There's a lot of sci-fi elements in this show. This is not really a Western at all. This is a science fiction, if there ever was one right here. Very good. Very hard to find this, too. I was surprised that I was able to find the complete set of Wild Wild West, starring Robert Conrad. Thinking of Westerns, I've been thinking about doing a Western show. If you think that you want to hear some stories about some of the Westerns that I have, then just put cowboys in the comment, and I'll do a Western show later on. This is KDS Reviews. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. Remember, KDS Reviews is seen every Wednesday and every Sunday, and I will see you in the next video.